All right, welcome back, folks. So today we're doing something a little bit different. We're still on our 68 Barracuda restoration. And right now what we're going to do is we're going to attempt this dashboard restoration with using this SEM product. This is supposed to be pretty good stuff. So most of my friends, Glenn with his Pontiac and Kevin Ruby with his nice Oldsmobiles and several other people I've seen have used this product. It's called SEM. And I'm going to follow the instructions. I'm going to show everybody what we're doing. I bought the scuff pads. I bought the Prep SEM soap and the SEM Prep before you paint it. And then my car has a black factory black dash, so I just got the satin black. That should be good enough for what we're doing. Again, this is not concourse restoration or anything. Just my pads are in good shape. I don't have any cracks or anything. This is the original. That tells you right there the old car it was taken care of, but hey, it needs to be redone. So we get everything off. We might as well get it all. See all this right here. So we're about to get started, get this thing cleaned up, and get it ready. Start prepping. Using our damp rag per the instructions. Not using water. They say do not use water to rinse it, probably because the insulation or something gets in there. Who knows? I'm not sure, but I can tell you right now, it's already made an improvement. Just the soap. I mean, looks really good. Much better than it did. We'll let it dry. I'm sure it's just still probably faded. Make sure I made sure to get all the edges I could. Because be my luck, something stick out like a sore thumb. It's not clean, but we're going to continue on. Okay, the two lower pieces, we're going to show you guys just from the soap. Now, this one's probably the worst. So I don't expect this one to come out as good as those, but we're about to get started and see what happens with it. That took the discoloration out of the top of this thing. I can't believe this. I'm coming full stop. We are coming full stop here. You guys tell me, just using the SEM soap by itself took all that discoloration out of that top dash pad. All those specks. I mean, I can't believe this. All right, so I'm telling you, this is our opinion. Trish and I talked about this. These are the original pieces. Do I really want to paint these? Again, this is not a show car. This is not a show car. This is, yes, it's a resto mod, and we're doing a lot of things, replacing and updating things, but man, I just don't know. Man, that SEM soap just did such a good job. Ah, man. And you can tell these are rich. See all these little marks here? It's probably just getting hot, bubbling up over the years. This is where I had my coil bracket that squeezed that in. But these are my original pieces. And do I really want to? Man, I'm on the fence on this. You guys, give me the comments. Okay, I elected to go ahead and paint reluctantly. So this is kind of dull here. So I'm going to go ahead and move forward with painting. But let's see how this goes. Now this is the final prep from SEM. So let's see how it works. Man, this stuff gets better and better. Jeez. This looks like with the paint. I'm gonna just make some runs here, but if I like it, then I'm gonna go ahead and suspend this spray from my cherry picker somehow so we can paint all three of them at the same time, and that way I'm not setting, obviously, wet paint on the back. So let's see what happens. I don't know that this is, I'm gonna make one more run with this with the paint, but I'm not noticing a big difference here. So I'll make one more run. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you right now, I just painted this. This has not been painted. If I look real hard, yeah, I can find some spots here. I just don't know, is it worth painting this? And then I'm disappointed because it doesn't, I don't know, man. I am on the fence on this. I mean, I've got some I guess you call it crazing right here. Should that be painted? See all the little stress marks? Yeah, maybe. Now I'm putting the light on it. Put a light on this, it's still drying. But then if you look at the other side, I mean, it looks pretty damn good. I am so on the fence about this. Y'all tell me in your comments. I am on the freaking fence about this. I'm gonna go ahead and put the prep spray on these two panels here. The lower one's still drying where we put the paint on. Again, I'm just trying to not make something worse than what it was, but this can't hurt. This is just prep, so I'm gonna start prepping these things. Okay, I'm stopping. I can't bring myself to paint them. I'm sorry. I just can't. Yeah, there's some crazing and there's some stuff here. I'm not gonna make it worse than it is. The SEM paint is great, but we put the prep on here. I think the soap did just about everything I want these things to look like. Again, this is not going into the Walter P. Chrysler Museum. This thing is going up and down I-40, I-35, Route 66. No, no, because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to be disappointed that it doesn't look original, and I'm super happy. The SEM soap was great. Now, if this was really discolored, really bad, I think like you guys that have like orange interiors and red and blue, whatever, probably a lot better. But this being satin black, it is what it is. We're gonna put these back in the car now. I'm happy. I'm happy. And there it is. So much better. So much better. So, yeah. It's not perfect. It's not as nice as a lot of other people's, but it's better than it was before. And like I said, it's not a show car. But wow, the SEM soap, here's a lesson learned. So here's what my suggestion is for all my friends out there, whether you're doing a Camaro, a Mustang, and those, whatever. You got this, basically this type of dash. I could have saved myself a lot of time and effort had I just taken the SEM soap and probably just scrubbed it in the car. Wouldn't have hurt anything. Yeah. I think that that'd been probably easier. So lesson learned, but you can't, I don't know if the camera is showing it or not, but it is so much better than it was. Even looking through the windshield, yeah, it has some imperfections. That's where the old coil bracket was at. But Trish went in and did the firewall, basically the flat black part ahead of this. This is going to stick out like a sore thumb if we didn't clean this. So she cleaned this up really good. And when you see people restore these cars, that is a specific, I don't know if that may be Organisol itself, like they had on the hoods. But I know that is supposed to be a very dull finish because of the glare. This windshield's never been changed out, by the way. It's never been taken out. Furthest it's got is when Joe removed the chrome so he could paint the car. But all that is original 1968. And now, what I'm really excited about is I got called Dakota Digital because they have our instrument cluster, and it is getting modified right now, and I think you're gonna like it. No, it's not some new age stuff that takes away from the era of the car. I think you're probably gonna like it. And then we're gonna have our retro radio. Now, this is one thing on my instrument cluster, you're gonna notice when I put the radio in that there's a year model difference, and that's because my old original cluster, I had to trade it in for another one at a place in Fort Worth. I forgot the name, but he restored Mopar, actually Ford and Mopar and GM clusters, and he didn't have a 68 for the Roll-O-Matic radio, but he did have a 67 that was almost identical. But it'll be close enough for me. I don't care. But you're gonna like it. You're gonna like that new cluster when we get it in, and the new radio. So hope y'all got something out of this short video, but you learned some things. We learned some things together on the SEM soap. So SEM product, yes, it's a win all the way. Definitely highly suggest SEM product. And my good buddy Glenn Irvin and Kevin Ruby both suggested that product. And they have really nice cars, so they know what works. So thanks, Kevin and Glenn. I really appreciate it. So yeah, and I think we got one last little thing we're going to add. Just a second. And of course, got to have your Pentastar on your Mopar. One of those little touches.